Hey everyone, it's Mary. I'm gonna be cutting some potatoes I have that have gotten crazy in my pantry, and hopefully they'll still work. So I have red potato. Oh, you can't read that. I have red potatoes and white potatoes. Okay, so these are my white potatoes. These are potatoes that I had from my garden last year that I grew, and I haven't figured out the right way to store potatoes for like longevity. So these have been growing for a second, living their best life in my pantry. So when this happens with potatoes, ideally, I don't feel like it should be this long, but here we are. So let's see if I can't find a bigger potato to show you on. Do we for real? Okay, so this might be very quick. So this has two little sprouts coming out. Clearly one really long one and one short one. And you'll just, typically a lot of potatoes have a bunch of sprouts on them. Apparently most of mine are just one potato. So then you just let this dry, because right now it's super moist, wet. You let it dry and like get a nice, not film, like a, you let it dry out for like a day or so, and then you plant these in the ground, and you'll get more potatoes from it. But again, I'm so surprised that these all just have one sprout on them. That's a dud. So you can put potatoes in the ground just like this. So I guess this is just going to be really quick, because all of these potatoes just have like one sprout on them. So look at how fast we got this project done. Thought this was going to take me at least a little bit. So again, this is a crazy looking one. And when you plant potatoes, you'll plant it where the shoots are up. So ideally on cut potatoes that you have just where you're splitting eyes, you'll put it in the ground like the flesh side down and the skin side up, so then the plant can grow out of the ground. But again, I'm surprised I don't have to cut any of these. I don't really... Wow, look at how quick I've done this all. Oh, that sounded stupid. Okay, so... Okay. Two more potatoes that have two eyes on them. Okay, so I have one more potato that has two eyes on it, and you can see this big guy, but then if you lift up, this little guy isn't actually part of the big guy. So it'll be fun trying to get a knife in there without... Oh, okay. That went easier than what I thought. I thought I was gonna pop one of the sides off. Okay, so then again, you let, ideally when you cut it, you leave it with a bigger chunk. Maybe in the next bag there'll be better examples of what we're doing here, Cause that. Okay. So these are my red potatoes. And you can see the difference, like, in the coloration of, where's not a long one? Like, here's a better example. This has, like, a lot of red on it. This has a pinkish color. But these are your red potatoes. They look wicked crazy. So this has at least 1, 2, wow, this has a lot more eyes. Okay. So we'll, oh wow, wow. So that one's looking pretty rough on the inside. I'm gonna cut away some of this excess, maybe. There we go. Okay. Because this is straight decaying. So that's, it might make it. So then, wow, this is just crazy how many are on here. So here's another section where you want it to have a good chunk of like the actual potato with it, potentially. I know if you don't let it dry out, and you cut it and put it right in the ground, it can lead to the plant getting infections. I don't know what type of infections, so that's why you should let it dry out. Okay. Wow. Ooh. So this is kind of tiny, a tiny chunk of potato, but still a chunk of potato. I don't know how to also, I might just leave this intact and just plant this whole thing. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little sprouts on that. So I don't know how to cut that. Oh, this little guy has 3 little eyes coming off of it, little sprouts coming off of it. So, and also, oh, it actually has 4. Oh. So I have this whole week off, which I'm super excited to get some things done this week outside. Granted, it's supposed to be rainy and cold, so that will be fun. Okay. I really don't feel like I have much to talk about. I'm gonna plan on trying to film some videos outside, which is interesting because I haven't made that venture into things, and to see how wind plays a part of this recording life. Oh wow, oh wow. So again, fun things, but some things are blooming and I'm excited to record it, even if no one watches it. I'm excited to look back at it later on in life. What is happening here? Okay. People are gonna start picking up plants this week, which I'm pretty excited to get some out of my house. I'm moving chickens out this week, which I'm so excited to get them out. This Like, you've seen the other plants where it's white and red or white and pink. This is starting to decay. So, like, I'm just not gonna keep any part of it. I fixed my chicken coop door for the chickens yesterday. I need to, like, make a different board because that board's a little warped. But potentially it will be safer than what I had been doing. Because that board broke a while ago and I got it fixed now. Wow, this went so fast. So I'm moving chickens out this week, and people are picking up plants this week. I've got a bunch of outside projects to do where, like, I think I'll show you parts of it, but also I don't know how much I'll show you guys of it. So, because also I plan, since I have most of this week off, to just be in PJs all day. I don't need to get dressed. I'm going to be outside in the world working on things, so yeah. So, the potatoes are cut. I'm going to let them air dry for a little bit. This weekend, it's supposed to get, I think by Thursday is when I plan on moving the chickens out. I plan on, or no, temperature is supposed to be like low is mid 40s. And I feel like that's an okay temperature to move chickens out. We can start getting close to planting, but, like, still being very precautious about what the weather is doing at night. And if you plant things, you might have to go cover them up so they don't die because of a random freeze that we have. But May is this weekend. Nope, next Monday is May. Next Monday is May. So, we can start planting things then. Potentially. All things can potentially go in the ground. As long as you're watching the weather. So, I need to be really prepared and ready for that to happen. So things can move out and have a place to go. So, big projects this week. Big projects. I don't know if I shared much about the potatoes because I went way quicker than what I expected, but you cut the eyes off with a good chunk of potato, and then you let it dry, and then you plant it in the ground that way. So, potato knowledge for you. So thanks for going on the journey with me.